Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. My name is Joanna, and for today's video we are finally playing with the Pat McGrath new collection, the Opulence collection. I got the little bundle with the free palettes on our website, plus I bought a little kit, a lip kit. I didn't buy all of them, but I bought the one with the lightest nude. I created a poll on my Insta stories asking you if you would prefer to see one video showcasing the free palettes, one look per palette, or second option if you wanted to see one palette per video and maybe two looks. And you all preferred the second option, so there it is. For today we are playing with the Pat McGrath Labs Mauve Ship Subliminal, the Dark Star palette. That little guy, look at that, it's so cute. I love the packaging. And these are the shadows we're gonna play with. I'm gonna show you how to create two looks today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, you can subscribe to my channel, you can follow me on Instagram. And without any further ado, let's jump onto this first look. So look at that, you have a little elastic here to close the palette. It is magnetic. When it arrived, it had a piece of tape here to make sure that it did not open during its shipment. And then look at that, you open it like a little book, and you have a nice size mirror. And then you have the shadows with a little plastic to tell you the names of the shades. You keep it or not, depending on if you want to follow our Instagram posts, you know, our little mini tutorials. That might be convenient. Here are the shades. I'm so excited. I haven't swatched them. I just wanted to play with you guys. We're gonna do little swatches first. So that is Entice, Deep Space, Enraptured. Zoom in so it doesn't focus on my face. Dark Matter, Metropolis, and the most exciting one, Interstellar. Oof. So here are the swatches. No shades similar to VR Nectar formula, unfortunately. But these colors are really calling my name. I think it's a very nice cohesive eyeshadow palette. You can create a lot of like nice smoky eye looks. I'm excited. I was hesitating between doing one look per eye, but I don't know for you guys, but me, I usually like to see a full-on look. So it's gonna take me more time. So I put some concealer on my lid. I use the new Huda Beauty concealer. And then I just use a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. I think I'm gonna use first the shade Deep Space, that gray one. Okay, 2 taps in the pan first because I don't know how it's gonna go on my eyes. I'm gonna place it in the outer corner and in the crease. Yeah, that is pigmented. Ooh. So I'm using a Bogashi. It's a brush I got, I think, in one of my either BoxyCharm or Ipsy bag. It's actually nice, very nice bristles for blending. It's nice and soft, not too dense. And yeah, this is blending very easily and quite pigmented because remember I just tapped like twice very lightly in the pan. Second tap, look at that. There, that's a very pretty gray, has a hint of blue in it. I'm gonna go a bit higher. I'm gonna take that Colourpop brush. There's no name on it, but it looks very similar to MAC 217, but it's slightly more dense, I would say. And I'm gonna use the black shade, Dark Matter, and we're gonna place it onto the lid. Okay, pigmented because I tapped twice, once again, very lightly. So also if you're going for like a dark eye look, you could right away put a base that is darker, but for the purpose of that tutorial, like mini review, it's not a review, I prefer to call it like little tutorials. I want to show you how pigmented is a shade on its own, but you could totally use a darker base to help and go faster. So yeah, I'm placing dark matter all over my lid, and I am slowly blending it into deep space. I'm gonna go back to my first brush, into deep space, and as I'm blending, I don't know why it's kind of fading. Okay, so I wouldn't say it's very black actually. It's more like a very dark gray with a hint of blue in it. It's not black. I took maybe like 2 minutes to blend with the shade dark space, and no problem. Look at that. It's super easy to blend. I'm gonna use a permagel that I kept in my box. I bought that last year, but I just love her packaging so much. So I'm just gonna use a permagel in the outer corner, like close to my lash line. Just like that, which I could have done beforehand, before applying dark matter. Because I think this is what she's doing for one of her looks. She's using it as a base. You know what, and because I'm already there, I'm just gonna tight line. And now the question is, do I want to use a little glitter base? Because I think it will pop even more. But I'm just gonna, for the sake of the video, I'm gonna try first with my finger. I'm gonna go into Interstellar, and I'm gonna place it in the center of my lid. Well, it is very pretty on its own. So on the other side, I'm gonna try with my Too Faced glitter glue, and we're gonna see if it makes a difference. A little bit. Put it in the center. Let it get a bit tacky. Go back to Interstellar. Alright. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit more. But on its own, it's performing really well. I'm not even sure you can even tell the difference. I think it's exactly the same actually. Yeah. The only thing I can say is maybe you notice a tiny bit more of a duochrome aspect of a shade. So now I think I want to deepen a bit more the crease. I'm gonna go back to dark matter, and I'm just gonna intensify the outer corner. I'm using a Sigma E45, doing that little cat eye shape. And I'm just, yeah, really going into the crease with it. Yeah, I like that. Alright, and then going to my first brush again, just a little. I'm not gonna add anything. I'm just gonna blend the edges with it. Clean with my finger. Now onto the lower lash line. I'm just gonna go with deep space with a steel detente brush 007. I really like that deep space shade. It's very easy to blend and also to build up the color. You know what, I'm just gonna use my Pat McGrath Extreme Black Permagel Ultra Glide-On pencil into the waterline, and because I'm gonna smudge it a bit, I can go on my lash line and not being very uber precise with it. Corner too, right there, smudging the liner. Right, my camera overheated, so I had to stop a bit. I just used a little bit of my Fenty Beauty Fly Liner all along the lash line. I didn't wing it out, just to give a little bit more intensity to the lash line. And now I'm hesitating between these two guys. Enraptured will complement really well blue-purple shade Interstellar, but it might steal the show as well. I might keep it for the second look. Pencil brush, I'm gonna use Entice. So the first shade right here. So I'm going with a dry brush. Yeah, that's pretty. I think the gold would have been even more glorious, but if you want something wearable that doesn't look too many colors, I think Entice is the better option. So you can have a nice smoky eye look. It doesn't look too cray-cray, you know? And it's a very pretty color. And it melts into the other colors very nicely. I wonder if it could be a transformative shade. And by that I mean that you could put it on top of that interstellar shade and it will give you a whole new look. Let's see, I'm just like merging them together. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that transition. Pick a bit of interstellar with that brush and mix them together. And that's a ColourPop pencil brush. Just in the inner third, in the lower lash line, I'm gonna pick up a bit of interstellar with that Morphe M443 brush. Put it right there. Right, and for my lips I'm going to use one of a little duo I got, and I'm going to use a nude one, which is Christie 048. Look at that little packaging. It's so cute. So it's actually the first time I'm trying a Pat McGrath lipstick, so I'm excited. Oh. Wow, it feels very comfortable and it applies super easily. I did not even put lip liner, but look at that color. I was sure that was gonna be the nude I preferred. Look at that. So that's Christie. Love the color. That's it, my friends. That's the first look. So my first impression so far, I find the shadows very easy to blend. They're pigmented. The dark matter shade is not as black as I thought it would be, but I don't mind it. I think it's very pretty. No kick-up in the pan, no fallout. You can build in very easily. The color, it's super easy if you pack on too much color. It's super easy to fix it and blend it with a fluffy brush. I like how the shade Entice mixed with this blue one created a very nice transition shade. Yeah, I really like that transition right here. So as you saw, I used a bit of glitter glue on that side. Closing my eyes, I probably see that when I'm editing, if it makes a difference or not. First look, and I'm really liking it. I think it's a very, very pretty look. Easy to wear. I think it would have not been that easy to wear if I would have put instead the golden shade. It would have been really beautiful too. But we're going to jump onto the second look. It's kind of like breaking my heart to get rid of that makeup already. I'm gonna snap some photos, take some photos, and then we're gonna play and create a second look with that little guy. And that lips, oh my, I am so in love with that formula. It's matte, but not full-on matte. Well, I had a bit of lip balm before, but I wiped it off. And that color is beautiful, beautiful. I got some other Pat McGrath lipsticks during the VIB sales. Maybe I'll try it for the next look. We'll see. I'm excited. So sad to take off my makeup. I changed and I had to redo my base because once I started to remove everything, well, it was too hard to keep the base. So, new fresh base for you for that second look. And I want to see if I don't set my lid, what it gives. Okay, I'm going to start with that plum shade, Metropolis. So it's not a mistake to use a big brush like that. Well, very pigmented, but once again I did not set my lid this time. You know what? I'm not sure I like that brush actually. It's very itchy on my lid. Oh well. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, I don't like that brush. I feel like it's going to irritate my skin. So I'm gonna go to e.l.f. Cosmetics blending brush. I love this brush. Yeah, and we're gonna go quite pigmented. Okay, we're getting there. And I'm gonna pack on the color in the outer corner. You know what, I'm actually gonna, with what is left on my brush, I'm gonna put it in the inner corner. I'm gonna take a bit of Deep Space, the grey shade, with the same brush I used for the first look, the Tappet Blending from Beau Gâchis. Just a little tap to help diffuse that color. So I'll set that lid and we'll see the difference. And then go back to that purple one, that aubergine, deep aubergine, and I'm just placing it all over my lid. I'm gonna set my lid, do the same, and tell you if it's better, if it's easier. Alright, yes, it was a bit easier to blend. With that little guy, it's hard not to go for a bold look. Now I'm gonna play with the shade Enraptured, that golden one, and I'm going to place it in the center of my lid. I think it's very cool, like that smoky eye like that, with that kind of like plumish color mixed with gray. But yeah, we're gonna do something with a little pop. I'm gonna just go with my finger and no glitter glue, and I'm just gonna place it in the center of my lid. Wow, that is pigmented, very pigmented, beautiful gold. Okay, I'm just gonna take my brush and blend on each side. Super pretty. Now I have a feeling I need to intensify a bit that eye. I'm gonna take a Earth Therapeutics brush, it's a blending brush, and I'm just gonna go again to the shade Metropolis, and intensify the outer corner. You know what, I want to spritz my brush and see if it does something a bit more intense with Metropolis. Now with my brush, I'm just going a bit there on top. In the inner corner, I'm gonna go with Entice, that rose gold champagne right there. It's a very pretty color to put in the inner corner. On the lower lash line, see, like here, it doesn't look great. I need to add a bit more dark. I'm gonna take the brush I don't like, Sephora number 19, that is itchy. But I'm just gonna try mixing the purple and the gray. And see, I need to go a bit higher here. It's a bit better, huh? And every eye shape is different, guys, so for a lot of you, probably you don't need to go that high. So now I'm just gonna go to that deep plum shade with a Vintage Cosmetic Company brush, step 1 for the money. And we're really going to smoke out that lower lash line. So first applying the color and then we'll blend it. Blending it with a clean brush, nothing on it. That is a Colourpop brush. We are going to put that golden shade right in the center. And now I'm going to take the black, well, not the black, the dark matter. I'm just going to pack on right there. With a smaller brush, I'm just taking dark matter, just insisting on the outer edge of the lower lash line. Not going further than my iris. I'm just gonna use the same eyeliner. Sorry guys, it's gonna be black eyeliner as well, but I think it's gonna make that look pop a bit more. outline, and my eyes are gonna get a bit irritated. Sorry if they're red. I'm just gonna take that right here and smoke it out, smudge it. So just, I want you to see that there's no fallout. Ha ha! And now I love it. So I just put a little thin line of liner again on upper lashes, and then I just put a lot of like black in my waterline. Now I want to try, I'm not going to try the red because obviously like this is quite bold already, but I bought another Pat McGrath lipstick, and that one, it comes in that little box, so cute. And this is the Matte Trance in the shade Peep Show, so the classic packaging. This is another nude, you know me, I love my nude, so whew. It's a beautiful color. Now I feel I need something, I could leave it like that, but I feel I need a bit of gold, and I'm not sure I want to leave it matte, so that was Peep Show. Very pretty color. And the formula feels very nice, although my lips are a bit chapped right now, but I think a little bit of gold. So I'm going to use my Pixie by Petra collab with Chloe Morello, the lip icing in the shade Cake. And let's see if it adds enough gold. Yeah, it might work. I love it. I think it's a beautiful smoky eye look. I wasn't sure at the beginning. I struggled a bit to blend that shadow, especially that eye. The lid was not set, the concealer was not set, but the more I worked with it and added more dimension, you know, more black in the outer corner, and that, well, that gold is stunning, stunning. Yeah, so obviously it's quite bold. You don't have to go that high, but it's just, yeah, the aesthetic I was going for today. I like that inner corner pop here, and you know, for that type of look, maybe I should have added a bit more concealer or something a bit brightening under the eyes. But here is the final look with the Pat McGrath Mothership Subliminal Dark Star palette. I think overall it's a very cute palette. If you love smoky eye looks, well, this is a good palette for you, because obviously you are kind of pushed to do something quite bold and smoky with that color range. But that blue is very beautiful on its own, or mixed with other shadows. I'm sure you can create something very cool. That gray I really love. I think this is something very useful for that eyeshadow palette. It's very blendable, very buildable. It goes well with all these colors. This one is stunning, just in the center. I could have used it on the first look as well, in the corner instead of that one. Dark Matter, it's not black, but it adds a nice definition without being too harsh. So it's up to you to use the right brush, the right tool, depending on what you want, if you want something more diffused or more dramatic. Yeah, overall, if you are smoky eye look lover, this palette I think will be great for you. You can obviously pair it with other eyeshadow palettes as well, but on its own I think you can create beautiful looks for evenings mostly. Of course, if you use that one on its own and maybe you use this shade or this shade as a liner, you can use it during daytime, but I think it's mostly an evening eyeshadow palette in my own opinion. Now, yeah, I don't know, I love both looks, but this one is very sultry. The purple one, the aubergine one, was, I would say, the hardest eyeshadow in the palette to work with. Just keep that in mind. You have to be patient. Well, it was the first time I was working with it as well, so there you have it. Second look. Which look do you prefer? I think this one, yeah, this one is mine. Wait, but I'm not sure. I have to see the first one again. And I will create two looks with this one next. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!